Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Boys. This is episode 4 of season 3. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the series so far. So, after the craziness of the last episode with Homelander stood in the middle of the stage, speaking directly to the camera, slagging off everybody, ripping into Vought and obviously the Seven, his numbers actually have gone up, He thought it was going to be a negative spiral going down, down, down. But no, mate. Ashley's come in. She said to him, your numbers are up. The public likes his honesty. And, he's never been so high. And if you put him and Starlight together, they've got the highest rating, like power duo couple that the Seven have ever had. And that is what they started to rock with, mate. Very interesting. We'll mention that later on. But it was time to announce the extra members of the Seven. Now, obviously, they've been running a competition. You've got Starlight's ex-boyfriend who's obviously running, and then you've obviously got another person. Now, this other person, now that Homelander is now back on top and he's popular, he's decided it's going to be Deep. He's re-entering back into the Seven. He's obviously had all his problems before, especially with Starlight, but this is his choice. I'm bringing him back. And they went to a meal, and he was like feeding him all seafood, and obviously we know Deep, he can speak to them. He was like, they're all my friends on the on the plate. He's like, I don't care, you better eat it. And then he brought out this big massive squid, and his head was huge, and he was biting it, and all the ink was coming down, and it was, honestly, it was disgusting. It was horrible, mate. And I've got to give it to Deep, mate, because his acting was well good. You could tell that he was literally vomiting inside. Oh, it was horrible. And going to Butcher as well, very interesting. He went straight to Grace, after finding out that she's got a potential connection towards Soldier Boy. He wanted to get those answers. He's gone, he sat down, he's forced her to tell him what's going on. She told him a story that like back in the day on a mission when he was overseas, she was kind of like working with drugs. They was packing it in a foreign country, and he was bringing it over to the US, and he was distributing it into neighborhoods. Now, while she was there, these soups come along, like Soldier Boy was one of them. There was a couple of others there, and he just created like loads of chaos. They didn't have no professionalism, and they raised they raised the alarm for the enemy. They could see them. There was one of them that was like a fly, and he was flying all over the place. And obviously they seen them, they attacked them. Pretty much every single person died in the camp. A couple of soups got taken out as well. That's when we found out that obviously Soldier Boy died. Now, even though we didn't see his body, that is the story that we're going with. We was told that the Russians killed him with this weapon, and that is the reason why we've never seen him again. This is the reason why Butcher is obviously in pursuit of this, and it ties directly, nicely into Little Nina. Because Little Nina, she is Russian, and she kidnapped Frenchie. Now, obviously, she wanted to ask Frenchie what's happened to Cherie, because Cherie, at the start of the episode, was speaking to Frenchie and saying that she needs to get away from Little Nina. She borrowed loads of drugs from her. She was, robbed or something. She can't afford to pay it back, and now she's on the run, and she needs to disappear, and she wants Frenchie to leave with her. Now, obviously, Frenchie said he can't do that. He's got KIMIKO, he's got the Butcher, he's obviously got the boys, but he wishes her all the luck. Now, obviously, Little Nina, she's having none of that. She's saying she's totally lying. She's not lost it, she's not attacked or whatever. She stole it from me, and I want revenge. So you tell me where she's going, I won't hurt you. I'll just give her a swift death, and we can all get on our merry way. That is the business that we're living in. And obviously Frenchie's rejected it, but he's left. As he's gone back home, the Butcher's there. He said, look, mate, set up a meeting with Little Nina. This is a gold mine. He's like, no, this is a bad idea. That's what Frenchie's saying. This is a bad idea. Well, no, he's not having none of it. The Butcher is saying, look, mate, I want a meeting with that Russian, because that Russian is going to take me to Russia, and we're going to pay a visit and see if we can find this weapon that killed Soldier Boy. So very interesting, it's an interesting route that we're going down to obviously take them to obviously find this weapon. But it's also interesting going on with Homelander as well, because like I said, he's back on top of the Seven. He's got popularity again. He's got his confidence back. He's obviously bossing Starlight around again. She was kind of calling the shots the episode before. He's inducted the Deep back into the Seven. She's actually recruited her ex into it as well. So they're the two members that was picked. But obviously in this announcement video that he was doing, he grabbed Starlight, pulled her towards him, and said, we are in a relationship. So the whole world are gonna know that Starlight and Homelander are now dating. She's obviously well shocked. She don't know what's going on. She's going to have to rock with it. She didn't deny it. Very interesting, very exciting, and I can't wait to see more. So hopefully, guys, do enjoy today's episode. If you do, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 3 of The Boys.
You're on V.
Temporary V. Barely lasts 24 hours.
Where'd you even get it?
One of them websites. Bonus for days.
You killed gunpowder? You had superpowers? Wait, do the others know?
No, they do not. And if they find out, I'll put you in a fucking coma.
So, the New York Times viciously attacked your birthday telecast. Scary to see a man that strong, that riled up.
But the real question here, Cam, who is trying to silence me? They operate in the shadows, and they are the ones pulling the strings, even inside of VOD.
I can't drop by on a whim?
You never do anything on a whim. We never go after Homelander. It is practically federal policy.
Testing boundaries. And when that happens, you have to discipline them like a parent would. Just a reminder that he can't get away with anything. I would never let anything happen to you or Zoe. You know that, right?
Do you know what? That'd be really cool, right? If Zoe had some sort of powers, yeah? And then you end up getting a fight between Homelander's kid and Zoe at some point. How sick would that be? Do you know what I mean? Like, that would be so good. Obviously, all the supes have been adults so far. And obviously, Homelander's kid is a supe as well. But we've seen him a little bit fly around and that, but nothing like crazy. But if he gets into a proper fight with her, mate, it'd be well interesting.
William Butcher. Why you not tell me he's so delicious? I am making some belmieni if you want. Of course, I cannot cook like my Sergei. Still a bit upset you stole him from me.
I'm after a particular bit of tech. A weapon you'll not be surprised to hear. And I thought you and your mates at the Kremlin might be able to help. That's to cover Cherie's debt. 100 grand for your troubles.
Yeah, the money is good for my travel. But what about my pain and suffering? Billy.
No. No
That
way.
is all I want.
You and I, we're just getting started here, love.
It's time we let the world know. Starlight and I are in love.
When's it air?
Tonight, this is what it takes.
Yeah, she flipped it on him, though. He did say that, didn't he? He did say it. She flipped that well.
How did you get in?
I have a key. I gotta keep an eye on my best girl, right? Don't you worry, Huey.
Homelander on there.
Strictly for the cameras. She good fuck?
Isn't it? Yes, you are.
Him or anyone he cares about, and I'll walk.
I'm kidding. You really need to lighten up, guys.
Yeah, I like how Huey stepped forward, though. He didn't step back, he stepped forward. He knew he'd get ripped apart, wouldn't he? What's he want?
And look at you. You look amazing. This whole new thing you did, that is exactly what inspired this entire campaign.
A-Train's Turbo Rush Energy Drink.
Hell of a week to fall off your Peloton.
Look, I'm popping Vicodin like they're Tic Tacs, and my arm still kills. I'm no good to you, Vicky.
Never she's giving anything away. What is this? Now she's giving us the plane, those shiny passports. You think you promised her, Cherie?
What kind of monster do you think I am, eh?
Do you know what would be a good thing to offer, right? One vial of the Compound V. Do you know what I mean? That would be a good one to offer and let her do her own little damage to whoever she wants. She's got 24 hours of absolute chaos, mate. That's something like someone like her would want.
I heard that you stopped training.
You also hear that I wake up 6 days a week, hungover, tits deep in some random fuck pile.
Have you ever heard of something called BCL Red?
Who do you think sent them down the rabbit hole?
Mm-hmm.
It's why I'm training. Or haven't had a drink in 4 awful shit-eating months.
You cannot do this alone. He'll kill you. You really care that little about yourself?
I got it coming.
Nina's had a word with her Kremlin piss boys and she's located the lab. Before she tells us that, we just gotta do a little job for her. Nina's got you in. You'll be the wanker's pro girl for the night. Just get in there, give the cunt the good news, and get the fuck out, easy peasy. It was this or Cherie's head. In case you two forgot, I'll tell you what to do, and you fucking do it.
See, the thing is, yeah, like, all season we've seen that they've had some kind of, like, kickback against it, or they're having second guesses and questioning stuff that's being said, yeah? But I have to agree a little bit with Butcher in terms of they're part of the crew, and you can't be saying no to everything. Do you know what I mean? Book a meeting with Nina, no, that was Frenchy last episode. Right, you're up for the job, mate, you know, this is your time, you need to go in and do this, or no, I'm not doing it. It's like, well, what are you here for then? Why are you part of the crew? Literally, go away. That's literally like the Butcher's, you know, outlook on it, even though he said, well, I'm in charge, you know, you do what I say, which is just another way of saying, you're here or you're not.
If it comes down to it, I mean, if we need to fight him for real, will you help me? There's me, there's Maeve, we probably need 4 or 5 more.
Okay, I'm in.
Since you moved to New York, you've gotten tough as shit. The Annie I knew, she saw the good in people. I'm gonna help you because it's the right thing to do.
Seriously, we have the best taco bowls right here in the building. Should make you feel right at home, pal.
Homelander, I've got something.
Floor's yours.
I wanted to talk about Blue Hawk. He's been over patrolling Black neighborhood. I thought, you know, since we got some rebuilding to do in that demo, maybe we could bench him for a while.
I mean, you share a lot of the same base as Blue Hawk. Can you really afford to look soft on crime?
Actually, correct. I do need the room. Out.
Victoria Newman is doing a press conference tonight.
And you're just finding out about it now?
I'm sure it's a nothing burger.
Is your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid?
No.
Go and do your only job and find out what the fuck is going on, Ashley.
Ashley must make so much dough, mate, literally. For her to be in that position, she looks like she shits herself consistently every single day in every position. She looks like her hair should be falling out, literally, of stress. Like, she must be on so much money to be in that job.
Homelander's a great man. The way that you kiss his ass is fucking gross. You're like, Ashton Kutcher fucked a clownfish, and you're so dumb, you don't even know it. Run at me, bro. I forgot your legs don't fucking work.
Boys. Hey, Train. Stay there and rest those useless fucking legs.
Fuck him. Homelander's gonna back him over me after everything that I've done for that man.
What if we could do something about it?
What do you have in mind?
I like it, mate. He done really well there. He waited for the perfect opportunity to present that, and that is literally the perfect timing. Now, I've got to be honest, right? I don't like A-Train. I'm just not a big fan of him. But doesn't mean that I don't kind of want him to get his legs back. You know, like, the first 2 seasons, you know, he just annoyed me. I'm just not a big fan of his character, to be honest. If I was to rank people out of the 7, he would be in the lower tier of the people that I enjoyed. But the fact is how everybody's bashing him. Everybody's like hating his rebrand. Everybody's like hating his ideas. You know, he kind of wanted to, you know, he proposed to, you know, hit the African market. He proposed to try and, you know, help black neighborhoods. He's obviously tried to do a rebrand, and that everybody's just, nope, terrible idea, nope. And everybody's taking a mick how he can't run anymore. They're calling him fat, saying he's useless. Kind of makes you want to get behind him and him to come back and like rub it in the face that like he's back or I'm better. Do you know what I mean? And that's the same in everything. You know, if someone's consistently bashing you for not being able to do something, I'll get behind you and I want you to shove it in their face again. So I kind of want him to kind of regain his powers at some point so we can rub it in them, we can attack them, we can do something. But like I said, does it mean I like his character? No, it doesn't. But I'm interested, and I think that he has come up with some okay ideas this season that everybody's just pushed away.
Richard, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? That shit you pulled with Ryan, and now this cold-hearted shit you said to KIMIKO? I respect the chain of command, but this, I'm not gonna tolerate your bullshit anymore, man.
I'm under no illusions about who I am, and that's why we brought you in. Because no matter how hard I gotta be,
No, stand up.
you're here.
He knows that he goes off the rails sometimes. You need someone to keep him in check. Yeah.
Shuda, Homelander's Star Spangled Banner, the Jeep Flounder Pounder, Black Noir Silent Screamer, Shimai Platia, Atveya Padrushka.
Killed him instantly. Oh, what a shot. Oh, that's a shot. Oh, she just been shot in the head. Haha, but I'll be killing her. Just like, what's the point in having KIMIKO's powers if you're not going to use it for situations like that? Honestly, that was so good. She just went in, dominated them all, bang, 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 shot in the head, popped the bullet out, got up, could just walk off. It was sick, honestly. She needs to do more of that because she's well overpowered.
How do you feel?
Like throwing up.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. The most powerful among us are not above the law, including the most powerful man at the company.
She's scared, look.
Homelander has bravely come forward as a whistleblower and provided evidence of
Oh.
crimes committed within Bot by CEO Stan Edgar.
Bot International must be held to the highest ethical and legal standards.
Whoa, what's he
Should
done?
have done a long time ago.
Never
This is a
Threatened the
superhero
kid.
company. Belongs to us, not him. Anyone who's been hiding behind his little apron, well, that's over now, too.
All these years you weren't protecting me. I was protecting you. I have to look out for Zoe.
Yo, she was well. She must be well scared of him.
Don't come from Suzanne, they come from me. Is your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid? Answer me.
She's just taking Homelander shit.
What if I said
Yeah.
yes?
And I would have to punish you.
How would you punish me?
Yo, Ashley's a good character. Another Homelander thing. Ah, the guy's getting pegged.
My idiot brain is getting fucked by stupid man.
See? Told ya. Easy peasy.
The girls who shot you?
They was just scared.
She's probably not lying there though, is she? She's well cute, Kimiko.
Really? 不是一个呢，我一个lick my asshole.
Where is he?
Heavy flow day.
Fucking hell, he's such a weirdo.
Can we make this quick?
It's any consolation. He was ready to do exactly the same to you. How do you think I found out you were one of us?
This isn't his, this is someone else's.
You're not his daughter. You're his weapon.
Well, yeah, she's a kind of a test subject.
Do you have it or not?
Original recipe, all 11 herbs and spices. I'm glad you chose your own kind.
What has she just done it for? Diamonds? He's gonna pump himself up. Wonder if you give yourself a little bit of it, what can you give you?
What are you doing? Contingency.
I want to try some.
This shit is poison, Huey. Lad like you don't want no part of it.
Wait, you mean like a loser? Butcher, please, please.
Tiny dolls. Tiny dolls, what can it do? Let's have a look.
It's not power. It's punishment. You don't deserve none of it.
Like I said, did I say earlier on in this episode, it would be so good if it was the 7 versus Butcher's crew. I don't know how many's in that. 7 v7, mate. All of them stood there, powers on powers. You know what I mean? Human soups versus actual soups. Interesting. And I've always got to say, that number 7 building, yeah, is sick. It's so good. It looks well nice.
Your entire life is imploding, and it's as if you're reading fucking John Grisham. I heard about your temporary leave of absence, by the way. Those things do have a nasty habit of becoming permanent.
If there's one thing I taught her, it was to play all sides. She's more like me than I ever imagined.
I used to be intimidated by you.
He's such a good actor, though.
And now I look at you, I have no idea why.
The company is yours. No one left to stand up to you. You'll come to sorely regret that. You are not worthy of my respect. You are simply a bad product.
You know, when I was little, they did the same thing to me. Because you know what? It's gonna make you so strong.
Oh, so Homelander give us some of this. Let's have a look. Me, like I said, 2 soup kids fighting together. Imagine.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, that's interesting because obviously she clearly believes, yeah, Victoria, that is the best play for a daughter. You know what I mean? She sent Edgar down then, you know, she threw him under the bus because she said, and it was her reason, her justification was she had to think of a kid. So she's not going to come here and inject her with something that she thinks is going to be a negative and it could possibly harm her. She thinks that this is the best play to keep her safe. So it's going to be interesting. But like I said, mate, I mentioned it earlier on in the episode, you could have a kid versus kid fight, mate, and how good would that be? Unexpected, but it'd be amazing.
We're done, motherfucker.
How are they supposed to know what they're looking for if they've got no idea?
Who's a handsome, pretty little
It's gonna evolve. Oh.
Motherfucker, Vito ass. You not to fuck with him, god damn it.
That's mad. I'd have to shoot his head, me, in case he come after me. Lasered.
Evening, cunts.
Look at the faces. QA took some of it. Oh,
shit, I'm sorry. Your dick's out.
Oh, she say, why do you do this to yourself on purpose?
Only lasts 24 hours, all right? Break glass in case of emergencies.
You're better than this, kid.
he's buzzing.
I'm sorry, okay? It's just
I'm thinking Soldier Boy's in there, me. Oh, he's gonna want to go after him. Look. is it KIMIKO?
Why she's not healing?
Because it's from another suit.
Why does she not heal? KIMIKO, she's not healing!
Open your eyes, Kimiko. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Your boy was always an art bastard, but not like that.
Monko!
They must have done something to him.
Ain't no team for me to hold together no more.
It's like everybody's got to go rogue.
I have a view I really want to show you. Hold on tight.
Mate.
The view of a lifetime.
Whoa, he's killed him.
Stop it! You know how that ends. A-Train told me a little plot. There will be no more plotting, planning, playing around. That is over. And I mean, if you so much as fucking blink the wrong way, then that will be Huey. Then say it, so I know. That'll be Huey.
That'll be Huey.
Find your own way home.
Mate, that was so interesting, honestly. Like, Alec, to me, he's dead. He's only become part of the 7 for like, what, 5 minutes? And now he's gone. So somebody's got to replace him. First of all, how are they going to explain his death? You know what I mean? What are they going to say has happened to him? What's A-Train's, angle? Maybe he thinks, you know what, right? Homelander's back on top. He's in charge of all. He's running the 7. If we're getting good with him like the Deep, look how beneficial it could be. Because if you look at the Deep, it has been beneficial so far. To be honest, right, Deep's fiance, wife, whoever it is, his girlfriend, his partner in crime, she's helping him. She's helped him so much, whether she's got her own agenda or not. She's educating him. She's trying to, like, send him down the right path. She told him, mate, you better eat that octopus, when it come in last episode. And he ate it, and today, instead of saying something stupid, she was texting him and she told him something good, mate. That obviously, when he relayed it, Homelander was like, you're right, mate. That is really good, Deep, well done. Do you know what I mean? He's getting his praise. And now, obviously, he's fought him in the corridor, hasn't he? He's fought A-Train in the corridor. Like I said, though, A-Train, never been a really big fan of him, but obviously all season everybody's kind of against him. Everybody's kind of putting him down. I think it's really interesting that we haven't even seen Maeve pretty much at all. I'm not going to count her cameo this season as her being in the season. He just literally not. She's in it, not even in it at all. But obviously she wants to take down Homelander. The interesting thing is he didn't actually express that Maeve was part of it. He just expressed that it was just, it was just starlighting him, and obviously he's gone in and he's killed him. But he's a savage, isn't he, Homelander? Do you know what amazes me, right? Is like Homelander, the actor, the person, whoever he portrays him in real life, he's not actually been in like many big, massive shows. Now, obviously Edgar has, we see him, he's been on the Far Cry games, obviously been in Breaking Bad, he goes and obviously he's here, and he's been in loads of other things where he's just like a great actor. He's intimidating, he plays like the baddie, the villain, the antagonist so well. He's such a good cast, and I actually think Homelander is so underrated. I think that he dominates the show. Like Butcher's personality dominates the show, but I think Homelander's acting absolutely dominates it. I think it's just like, I think this show, if you took Homelander and Butcher out, it wouldn't even feel like The Boys. You know what I mean? Like you could have all the like I said earlier on. To me, you could replace all 6 of the other cast members of the 7. And it wouldn't impact it much because Homelander is so scary, so dominant, so good. That is so interesting. And I think it's interesting as well that Victoria went against Edgar, to protect her daughter, which is interesting because then Homelander's come and he's given her a syringe which is injected inside of her. And obviously she believes that's the best way to save her. Huey's took the compound V as well. He's actually loving it. He's killed somebody. He's got super strength. You see him in the car driving home there, like he's smiling. He's looking at his arm glowing. It's not in a cast no more. After it was snapped last episode by KIMIKO, which looked crazy. The visual was mad. So what a good episode. This season, this show doesn't actually disappoint. If you come into this show knowing that it's going to be fun, exciting, and action-packed, and not taking it too seriously, you'll always come out smiling and happy and enjoying the episodes. And that is me. Not going to lie. That is me. So, you know what? Can't wait for the next one. Can't believe that we always have to wait a week for it, but I suppose it teases us and leaves us hanging. And yeah, like I said, mate, episode 5 is going to be a good one. Okay, so that's going to wrap up episode 4 of season 3 of The Boys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. So, the crew, mate, they have seen that the Butcher has got some compound V, and obviously Huey's taken it as well. He stole some of it out of the Butcher's the Butcher's case, and obviously both of them have displayed their powers in front of everybody in a time of need as well, though. You know, it was a time of need. They tried to do this job for little Nina, actually for themselves. You know, they'd done the job for little Nina earlier on in the episode. KIMIKO went in, she absolutely killed every single person in that room. She wasn't even messing about as well. She just went in, absolutely ripped them all apart. She killed them all with dildos. You know, one of the girls that was in there as well shot KIMIKO in the head. She ended up obviously surviving that one. And she was saying obviously the girls were scared. They've been sex trafficked, you've been brought into the country, then they've been used and abused, and obviously they're panicking. Supernatural's come in. She doesn't actually blame them for actually going after her. Now, she kind of referenced that that's kind of what Butcher's done as well. You know, she brought them in, she's selling them to different people, to like little Nina, to do out jobs. He's got no really empathy, or no really, like, doesn't really care what happens to them. You know, he just uses them. Frenchie was saying, look mate, you know, after this then, if you want, we'll get out of this job. You know, we can go anywhere in the world. She said, let's go to Marseille. I said straight away there, mate, I think one of them might get taken out, and then we've seen it here. They've gone into this Russian operation, this building. They've gone in, had a fight, scrapping with everybody. There's a mad hamster there, mate, that they've obviously been trialing. I don't know what's going on there. It cracked the glass. It went after somebody. It was floating, went right into his eye, and then like burrowed all the way into its body. Madness, absolutely crazy. And then obviously they've opened up this container, and Soldier Boy's actually inside. He's not even dead. I didn't even suspect he was dead for 1 minute. You know, I think I've consistently said that he's going to be alive until I see a body, until I see a weapon that's destroyed him, until I see obviously the visual of him dying. Then I'm not going to believe it. And obviously it stood true, mate. The guy's still alive. He's obviously come out of this container. He's blasted KIMIKO. I don't know if he was trying to get Frenchie, or if he was just trying to, I don't know, display some sort of power. I'm not too sure what he was actually, his intentions were, as if he just wanted to blast the wall and get out of there, because as soon as he did hit KIMIKO and the wall got destroyed, he just walked out. Now obviously the Butcher said that, you know, this is not him, this is not normal. He's obviously been tested, they've been trialing him, so he must have got extra powers than he previously had. You know, these Russians must have been doing experiments on him, just like they've been doing on the hamster. But obviously KIMIKO's in a bad way. Maybe it's because she was hit by another soup that her powers are taking so long to obviously heal. She looks like she could possibly pass, you know, like they're in the back of the van. The Butcher's been told that there's no crew really left to save. Everybody's kind of against him. You know, he's putting everybody's lives at risk, and this time it could be one mission too far. So again, interested on that one. Like I said, while all that craziness is going on, Huey's loving his life. He's got the superpowers now. He's healed his arm, and he's obviously killed somebody himself, and he's just kind of like high on life. Now, I thought it was interesting that he stood up to Homelander in this episode. You know, he stepped forward as well. He knew that he was going to get beaten up if it did actually come down to a fight, when Homelander was kind of trying to show some dominance and, you know, like show that him and Starlight was in a relationship. But Homelander's absolutely crazy, isn't he? You know, he's actually made a deal with Victoria to take down Edgar, which was definitely surprising. It looks like her daughter's going to have superpowers now. And I did say earlier on in the episode as well, mate, how interesting would it be to have Ryan and Victoria's kid fight against each other, two soups, two young ones, going on a Madden. That would be really interesting. And then obviously he's come here and he's shown his dominance again in front of Starlight. I figured out that U2 was putting a plan against us. There you go, he's dead, mate. And if you're going to carry on doing that, next person that'll be dead will be Huey. So the guy's amazing. He makes me laugh. He makes me like get shocked as well. I think he's really, really strange. He definitely is strange. Some of the scenes that he's in is well awkward as well. Another person that I think is actually underrated is Ashley. I think she's really funny actually. And it was interesting what she was doing with that news guy. So it's just mad, mate. Honestly, I'm expecting Edgar to come back, and I think he's going to go after Homelander again, but in a different way to the way Butcher is. He's lost his position at the head of Vought, and obviously he's going to want revenge. So I mean, there's quite a lot of episodes left of the season. Who knows how it's going to end? Who knows going to live? Who knows who's going to die? If you know, if you're excited for it, then please do stick around. Please smash a like if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.